Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nelu and you're watching Nelu Stitches. Today's tutorial we'll be learning how to cut and sew this halter neck dress with a ruffle at the down part. For this tutorial I made use of 3 yards of crepe material. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, like and share my videos. Okay, thank you. So here is the fabric I'll be working with, and this fabric has a border design at the lower part of it. So this is it. So I just cut it out because I want to use it as the design at the down part. Okay, so I cut this out from this material before I start folding, and it measures 12.5 inches. Okay, and the length of my client is 57 inches. So I'm going to be folding this fabric into 4 now, the remaining one, and it's 3 yards. It measures 3 yards, but for this particular one I cut out 1 yard. Okay, and then I folded 2 yards into 4 because my client don't want her own to be too big. So I cut out 1 yard and then I folded 2 remaining yards into 4. Hope this is clear enough. Okay, just fold it into 4. We are cutting the back and the front together. So here I'm trying to explain to you the length we have here. So the total length we have here is 58. Okay, it's 58, which is the total length I have left here. And then the full length of my client is 57, but the total length that is remaining after I cut out the 12.5 inches is 48, right? So that will be enough. No matter how I sew it or whatever, it will still be enough. So for the ruffle I'm using 11 inches. I'll use 1.5 that is remaining for the allowance, the folding allowance and the joining allowance. Okay, so for the neck width I'm making use of 5 inches. Okay, I made use of 5.5 inches because it's going to have a pleat at the neckline. And then the neck depth for the front I'm using 3 inches. The neck depth for the back is 1 inch. This is already 1 inch that I marked before. Okay, so I'm going to connect them together like this, just with a curve. Sorry guys, my hand is covering the camera. Okay, so basically what I did was to just curve it. Okay, what I did was to just curve it. Sorry, the chalk is not clear enough, but if you follow me carefully, you will understand what I am doing. Okay, so I just curve the neckline, round neck. Okay, so that is that. And next we are going to be marking the armhole. The armhole is your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5, right? Your bust divided by 6 plus 1.5. So in her case is 7.8 or so, because her bust is 38. So I'm using 7.5. I'm using 7.5 for her. And on that line, I'm going to be marking her bust divided by 4. Her bust divided by 4. And to that, I'm going to add 2 inches for sewing allowance. 1 inch for sewing allowance, 1 inch for ease. Okay, so now I'm going to curve it out. Just use your curve ruler, or you can also use your free hand, just like we're making an, you know how we curve our halter neck design. Okay, so just follow that shape and curve. So that is what I'll be doing right now, just like this. Okay, just like this, and we are done. So if you want, you can add more allowances. Okay, you can add more ease allowance. So from that point now, I'm going to connect it to the hemline. Okay, from there I'll mark it out like I'm flaying it out, as if you're marking A-line shape. It's not as if we are making an A-line shape. Okay, so you just flay it out from that point. You mark it out. So I'll be showing you what I am doing. I'll be showing you the process. Okay, so this is it. You just mark it out like this. Okay, so you flay it out up to the end of your fabric. So I mark that up to the end here. Okay, just bring it out like you're marking an A-shape design. Okay, so after that, next thing you do is to just cut it out. Okay, so here I'm explaining you can add extra ease if you want. You can just add more. Okay, you can just add more allowances if you want yours to be a bit free. So here I decided to add a little bit of allowance just in case, you know. I'll take that all the way down to connect with the first line I marked, and after which I'm going to cut this out. Okay, so next I'm going to cut the back neckline. And then I'm going to bring out the inside one and cut out the front neckline. So now I want to cut out the front neckline. So I'll take this out and I'll just cut out the front neckline. Okay, so here we have our front and our back panel. So in case you want to make use of pocket, let me show you how to mark it, but my clients don't want pockets. So what you would do is to just mark your waistline from this tip here. You measure out your waistline. So let's say here I'm working with 17. So this is 17, and then you just hold them together and notch. Okay, and from that point that you notched, from here you're going to mark 7 inches down like this, and then you also notch. Okay, so that is where you're going to be fixing your pocket if you want to make use of pockets. So next we are going to just split this. Okay, split it to like 7 inches wide. Okay, I want the width to be 7 inches. So that is what I'm going to do. The same goes to the back also. For the back, it has an opening at the middle. Okay, you have to open it up here like 4 inches down. Okay, so I'll be doing that later. So let me show you guys how to cut the band. So for the band, the collar, what you do is you measure your neck, your round neck. Okay, so your round neck, you add like 1 inch to that. So for this I'm working with 16 inches. 16 plus 1, that's 17. So I'll be cutting out 17 inches for the length of my neck. Just measure your neck the way you want it to be, whether free or tight. Just take the measurement and cut out. Okay, so that is what I'm doing here. I'm marking 17 inches. So after marking the 17 inches, I'll be marking out 2 inches for the width of the collar. 2 inches. Okay, I'll be joining with half an inch, so I'll be left with 1.5 inches after sewing. Okay, so yeah, I'll just cut this out. So for this, you can decide to add a light interfacing to it. okay, just to make it stable or to give it a little bit of weight. So you can add a light interfacing, but I did not add anything to mine. So I'll just close up these two edges. So here I've pleat the front neckline, and let's measure it. I think it was much. It's more than what I want. I want it to be 7, so I'll just go and pleat more. I'll pleat more here and also on the other side. Okay, so I'll just go and pleat more to get the measurement I want for the neckline. I want to have 7 inches. So here I've done that. As you can see, this is what we have. Unfold like this, it will measure 6.5. I mean 3.5 rather. Okay, so this measures 3.5 here. That means I got my 7 inches. Okay. Okay, so this is it, 7 inches. So you'll be needing half inch on this side just to turn it with your what is it called, bias. Okay, turn the side with bias tape. So here is the back. I'm going to open it up just like 4 inches down. Guys, measure. I'm doing a guesswork here. Okay, so please measure out your 4 inches and mark. Okay, so here I'm going to turn it with bias, and this is it. Okay, so this is how you place it and sew it straight down like this. Okay, after sewing, you notch here the middle part, and then you fold it back to the wrong side and top stitch on the bias like this. Just sew it straight down. So here I'm done turning the back. As you can see, the back opening. So I'm going to pleat this to 3.5 and also this one to 3.5, just to have the same measurement with the back. So here is the band. I've sewn the two sides. I'm going to turn it out to the right side, and you iron this so that you can have a crease line. Okay, so you fold into 2 and then notch the middle part of the collar. So I cut out the little bit of excess that was showing up on it. So you fold into 2 like this, and then you notch the midpoint. You notch the midpoint of the collar. Okay, so next we are going to be attaching it. You fold this into 2. This is the front part. Fold into 2 and notch the middle of it also. So next you're going to go and turn here with bias tape first of all before fixing the collar. So here I've done that. I've turned the armhole with the bias tape, and now we're going to fix the collar. So you do the same thing to the back also. You turn with a bias tape. So here I'm placing it right side facing each other, right side facing right side, right, and I'm going to pin it down like this. So you're gonna sew from here to this point, and from the other side to here also. Okay, so after you've done that, you bring your back panel. Okay, so make sure they are facing each other, right? I mean like this, shoulder to shoulder, be neckline to neckline like this. Okay, so you pick the collar, the tip of your collar like this. Okay, pick it and join it to this neck opening here like so, this way. Okay, and you sew it also. So I'm going to pin this down. So let me do the same thing to this side in case you don't get it. So this place now, okay, this place now, just pick this down part like this and turn it around to meet this opening like this, and then you turn it this way and pin. Okay, I hope you guys get what I did. Just match it to this tip, the neckline, the back neckline where you open. Okay, where you open at the back neckline, that is where you're going to match at the tip of your collar, and just leave like half an inch. Okay, because it's going to have a, what is it called, pressing button on it, so just leave like half an inch like this. Okay, so that when you put the pressing button it will not overlap too much, and then you pin and sew. All right, so I'll just go and do that and I'll be back. So here guys, there's something I did. I will close up this half an inch that I want to leave, just like this one, just like this one. Okay, I close it up a bit and then I started sewing this one. So when you turn it, you have a neat finish at this side, at the down parts like this. Okay, so you close up the half an inch at the down parts first. So I'll just go and do that on this one. So here guys, I've done that. I've closed up the half inch down here. So I'm going to flip it over to the right side like this, and then I will now turn this part, match it to this end like this. Okay, just the way it is now, you know where you sew. This is where we are sewing, so the down part of the collar, you're going to hold it this way and turn it this way and match it up with the slit at the neckline of the back, and then you start sewing. Okay, start sewing. So I'll just go and sew it. So here I've done that also, and I'll turn it out, and this is what we have. Okay, so next we are going to be top stitching. Okay, we are going to be top stitching next. I'll just cut out the excess I have here, and then I'll turn it out. So the next thing to do is to top stitch on this. So remember the crease line when you iron it. I said you should iron before you start sewing. So the crease line is your guide now. You just fold in half inch inside like so, and then you start sewing. Start sewing from the right side. It will be catching what you folded inside. So you start sewing at the tip like this. From the right side, you start sewing at the top and be sewing, and then you'll be folding in your half inch inside. Okay, just be doing that. It will be going along with you. So this is what I'm trying to say. So as you can see, this place I did not sew it well. It did not catch the inside, so I'll redo it. So this is what I mean. Just be sewing, fold in your half an inch inside, and you'll be sewing. Like this place now, I did not get it, so I have to go and re-sew it. Okay, just be sewing, be following your crease line, this crease line, after you iron your collar, and be sewing it. And when you are done with that, next thing to do is to shape your dress. Use half inch or 1 inch, whatever allowance you added for the sewing. You shape the two sides, which I have done right now. Okay, so you fix your pocket, you sew and fix your pocket, but because I'm not using pocket like I said earlier, so I just sew everything down, and I'll be adding the ruffle. So you gathered your ruffle to your measurement. So this is it. I've gathered it. You measure around your dress, the hem of your dress. You gather the ruffle to the measurement. Okay. So after that, what you're going to do is to place it right side facing each other like this. So you leave like 1 inch at the ruffle, like 1 inch here, and start sewing. So start sewing from here, leave 1 inch and start sewing from here round. When you get to this other end here, okay, you join the 1 inch together with this one and close up your ruffle, and then you finish it up. That is just the easiest way to make this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Please guys, subscribe, share, and I'll be seeing you in my next tutorial. I love you guys. Bye.